Hey everyone, it's December 13th and it is absolutely beautiful out here as usual. It looks like 76 degrees on the tell-true, and I was just taking a lunch break and I wanted to get that in before I get started on today's project, which is putting the shop crane together that I got from Harbor Freight. Hey everyone, it's December 13th and I can't believe this, but the tell-true says it's almost 90 degrees. It is in the sun right now, but yeah, it is absolutely beautiful out. Alright, so it looks like the directions are here in Spanish and also English. And as my little brother would say when he was a kid, these are the corrections, because usually I put something together just by looking at it and then come back here and find variances in what I did, so these would be the corrections. Alright, looks like the first thing they want you to do is put these casters on here and put the legs on, and the casters go on with these M8 by 20 bolts, and I guess here are the nuts over here. So these definitely are not 8mm. The shaft, of course, will be 8mm, but I don't know, they look pretty big. Looks like they're 14. Yep, they're 14mm. I guess I better get this up out of here, get it on the ground. Alrighty, so right away I ran into my first snag. I'm missing a nut. I'm a nut short. So there's 7 nuts and 8 bolts and 8 lock washers. So it's a weird size. I couldn't find it, so I managed to grab another nut and bolt that's pretty close. So there's that. And then when it comes to these casters, there's 2 different sizes here. One's bigger than the other. And I tried looking on the directions to try and figure out which way they go. Good luck with that. Just go back to the picture here. You can see the big ones are on the outside and the tiny ones are on the inside. So I'm going to go put those casters on. Be right back. Alrighty, so it looks like for these small casters here, the hardware's already in the frame. So just have to put these guys on. Alrighty, I got the little casters on. Now I have to get the big ones on. We do it nice because we do it twice. Alright, so this is the way the hardware goes. And this ought to be a real treat trying to tighten up. Well, I expected this thing to give me a little trouble here and there, but yeah, this is being exceptionally difficult. Luckily I have these long set of pliers, and hopefully I can get this hardware together. Got that. There's the washer. Here's the nut. Of course, I don't have the right grip. So, real quick plug, this is like a very important tool that every mechanic has, and every really good mechanic has a pair of these, and it's mainly for situations like this. There's the washer. Cannot see with the sunglasses. Yep, got it. Alrighty. Alright, I finally got the casters on. What a nightmare that was. But yeah, the next part is to put the extensions, the legs in. So I'm going to unpack this box. There's the boom. Nice looking boom. Alright, for the next part I have to put the extensions on. And they have these really nice pins and clips to hold them in. So this is easy enough, and the reason why there's 4 pins in here is you can take 2 of them out and fold these legs up so it doesn't take so much room up in your shop. But I don't have a nice floor, so they're definitely going to stay down. So there we go. Pop these guys in, 1, 2. Okay. This is what happens when the pin doesn't go in. You got to lift up on the bottom of the frame to line the hole up. That's how many times I've put these together. Although this one definitely is giving me a hard time today. But hopefully that's over with. The rest of this should go pretty smoothly. So let's get this other leg in. Keep these that one lined up. That's nice. And of course you always want to put the clips where they clip in the middle. You don't want to push it all the way in here. Won't work as well. So that's that. So this box is really oily. I really hope this piston's okay. But man, this thing is really oily. I don't really feel, it's a little bit of oil. I don't really feel too much oil on the bag. There's a lot of oil inside there. Look at that. Alrighty, well, we'll hope for the best. I did notice that through the box. I think I should have just did the smart thing and said something right then and there. It's a little bit of paint chipped off here. Alright, so it looks like the next part is to put this base on. And this might be a little difficult by myself. We'll see how it goes. So the bolts you need to put the stand up are these hex bolts, the M14 by 100. And I believe these are the nuts and the washers for it. Alrighty, so let's put this part of the stand on. And it looks like all this hardware is 22 millimeter. So I only have one 22 millimeter socket, so I just grabbed an adjustable wrench. Looks like these bolts will hold it in place with the weight against it. So if you don't already know this, this is the correct way to use an adjustable wrench. If you want to tighten, you want to put it so the adjustable jaw is here. Tighten it up and turn it that way. If you want to loosen it, you're actually supposed to flip the wrench over and use it that way. This side is always the side that takes the pressure, it takes the bite. So I actually learned that in the Army. Never knew that until they taught it to me, and it definitely makes a big difference. So alrighty, the next step is to put this support on, and it's supposed to be one of these M16 by 110. Alrighty, since I'm having a hard time getting these braces on, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to loosen these up, and hopefully it'll rock back, and it'll give me the little bit of extra room that I need. So now that that's loose, we can get these together, I hope. Look at that, goes right through, no problem. Oh, wrong size, boo. Alrighty, so it looks like the rest of this hardware is all 24 millimeter. Alright, so there's the engine hoist, cherry picker. Apparently Harbor Freight calls it a shop crane. And, oh, engine crane. It says engine crane on the sticker there. But yeah, sorry, the camera kept running out of power, so I finished the last couple bolts up without getting any footage. Alright, so it's all finished. The camera kept running out of power, both of them, which usually happens when stuff takes a lot longer than it's supposed to, but